Good day everyone. My name is Angelina Calso and I'm the reporter for today. So before we start, I have prepared 4 motivation. So let's start. So my first motivation is guess the picture. So the answer is field studies. The second is scrambled word. So here's the clue. Knowledge or perfection of a situation or fact. So the answer is awareness. Next is participate or become involved in. So the answer is engage. And last is explain or make something clear by using examples, charts, pictures, and etc. So the answer is illustrate. So let us now move on for our topic. So our topic for today is all about field studies. So let's read the objectives first. So first is know the nature and purpose of field studies. Second is identify the advantages and challenges of field studies. And last is design a lesson plan using field studies. So next is field studies. Field studies are learning experiences outside the four corners of the classroom. Field studies enable the learners to personally gather and analyze data in their own context. In a nutshell, field study provide learning experiences that transcend a regular classroom through direct experiences and observation. Field trips can be done within the school campus, the school vicinity, in the local museum, and many other places which last for several hours. During field studies, learning takes place in a reality-based context rather than mediated by videos or books. So it gives the learners a taste of the outside world, which allows them to clearly see what happens in their community. The optimum benefit of field studies for teachers is that it allows that learners to target a wide range of learning competences. It also allows teachers to employ authentic tasks that are reflected of the curriculum. Compared to field trips, field studies highlight more students' involvement because the learners are directly involved in the planning, implementation, and assessment of the activity. Field trips usually happen in a long-distance trip such as going to national museums or any other related places. What is good about field studies is that it could take place in nearby areas such as rivers, government offices, supermarkets, and even inside the school campus. Field studies are beneficial to both teachers and students. For students, it creates learning opportunities that promote critical thinking, long-term retention, positive attitudes toward subjects, appreciation, and increased curiosity. Moreover, cognitive development and the student motivation are also enhanced because they become active participants in planning up to the activity itself. All these are applicable to both elementary and secondary learners. Teachers also benefit from field studies. The series excursions add new educational perspectives through teachable moments that really happen in the classroom manner 2018. So why use field studies? First is it provides experiential learning. Field studies offer an opportunity to witness objects and events not accessible at school. Direct contacts and observation encourage more concrete learning experience than merely showing videos or images. It targets specific skills and knowledge. Being able to experience things provides learners an opportunity to practice skills and appreciate values that cannot surface elsewhere. So next is it strengthens schema. The experiences in the field stimulate higher understanding and appreciation of previously learned concepts by means of validation. And last is it motivates values development. Exposure to a phenomenon stimulates appreciation and concern for the visited event or place. So that's why we use field studies. So next is challenges in field studies. Curriculum alignment. One of the most defeated purposes of field trips is its curricular relevance. Sometimes, if not most of the time, the curriculum aspects is replaced by leisure engagement. To ensure curriculum alignment, teachers must truly plan and execute the desired learning outcomes before any other's purpose. Next is lack understanding of field studies. Before conducting the activity, teachers must ensure that their learners have fully understood the nature and purpose of the field study. Failure to do so can contribute to the downfall of the activity. Hence, as part of the preparation, teachers should teach the essential kickstart concept to the learners. So next is costly. Financial requisite is the biggest problem in this teaching strategy. This is also the reason why teachers tend to engage in virtual field trips and rather than actual site visits. Next is preparation time. Field studies require much time, from preparation up to classroom discussion and assessment. While it is very important, it is also a fact that it could interrupt other teaching schedules. This now anticipates for necessary adjustments in teaching hours and topics. And last is safety. This is the most debated issue. Among others, in recent years, we had witnessed various events where student safety became the talk of the town. This resulted in the passing of government and institutional policies. Recently, the Department of Education lifted the moratorium on off-campus activities and implemented new guidelines that adhere to K-12 demands. To ensure safety, all schools must abide by its provisions. What to keep in mind when planning and doing field studies? For a smooth and successful field study, the Center for Teaching and Learning 2019 enumerated things that teachers need to keep in mind in planning and conducting the said activity. So first is awareness. In a starter kit, teachers basically have to condition the learners before the actual visit. Teachers need to point out the purpose, the do's and don'ts during the visit, and most importantly, the assessment part. Having a prepared mind comes the responsibility and accountability. The learners will be able to learn about their freedom as well as their limitations while enjoying data gathering. Next is engage. The most significant factor that teachers need to highlight is student involvement. They have to plan out every detail and experience that the learners need to undergo through. Keep in mind that all the learners must be exposed to the same degree of engagement to ensure that all of them are learning. Next is metacognitive learning. The excitement should not stop on the site visit itself. The most important part still is the defining and valuing of knowledge and skills learned from experiences. Never let a good learning opportunity pass away without ensuring learning. Next is build upon. Curiosity signals effective and motivational learning. To start up the curiosity among the learners, teachers must conduct prior research on the environment or event that they have to visit, imposing trivial questions and supplementing information during the conduct of study augments interest and encourages deeper learning among the learners. Next is illustrate. Never fail to integrate ideas in real life. The integration could happen during the on-site visit or inside the classroom. Experiential learning becomes more effective when it is placed on the reality context. Learners should be able to see the applicability of learned knowledge so that they can successfully live what they have learned. And last is assess. As part of the educative process, it is relevant to ensure that the learners have gained the desired competences and knowledge. This could be done through effective, meaningful, and aligned assessment activities. So that's all my topic. Thank you for listening.